Hello there. Here in this lesson, I'm going to talk more than to write because I want to tell you something very important concerning your career. Whether you are working or you are studying, you have to be, or let's say, you have to create a kind of motivation into yourself. If there is no motive, you will not continue your career. So you have to create it. Don't wait for somebody or something to paint it, or let's say to plant it into your soul and your body. You have to think. You have to think of the motivation that you are about to achieve. So everything in this life is based in motivation. The human nature is this. You can't be happy. You can't be happy with something you don't want to do. So you have to be motivated to at least be patient on that thing you are doing. That's why I'm calling this lesson motivation. So, and I will specify in talking about reading. So here I'm specifying on reading. If you want to read motively, sometimes we read books and we get bored. You get started with reading a book or a novel and you get bored. You can't continue reading it. Why? Because you're not motivated. I'm not motivated. I can't read this book. Okay? This book is a kind of thick. It gets a lot of writing. There are many words I have to read, so this book is not in the reach of my motivation. And you jump to another book, and the same thing happens. I'm not motivated. I can't read this book. But how can I be motivated? How can I create this passion of reading? Look, there is something. You have to ask yourself one question. Why? This why should follow you in each thing you want to achieve. Why am I doing this? Why am I broadcasting this video? So I am broadcasting this video to teach you something beneficial. So this is what we call the reason. So what is the reason behind reading? Why am I reading? So you have to answer this question. Okay, there is a question, why am I reading? For example, so why should I read this book by Ernest Hemingway? Look, it's very, very, very long. There are many words and many sentences, many paragraphs in this book. It sounds hard to read. It sounds hard to complete it. It sounds hard to read it in 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Okay, no problem. You have to read. Just read. Don't count the period. Don't count the period. Just read. Read at least 1 page a day, 2 pages a day, 3 pages a week. Just read. Okay, read. I'm talking about English. I'm not talking about another language because you are supposed to be loving this language. So am I in love with English? So yes, I am in love with English. So I have to be patient. I have to stick to reading. So the question you have to ask yourself is, why am I reading? Why should I read that book or that book? So this is the question. It has to be answered. The answer for this question will give you the tool or the key, and it will raise your motivation. It will raise your motivation. So you will not find any difficulty in reading. So ask yourself this question: why am I reading? Why should I read? Why should I read books? Yes, the answer is I have to read to ameliorate, to develop, to improve my skills of speaking. Because reading leads to speaking. Who reads a lot speaks properly. So if you read loudly, and I advise you, when you are reading, read loudly, okay? Try to raise your voice during your reading. Why? Because when you read loudly, you listen to your voice, and by listening to your voice, you from time to time start speaking to yourself and repeating some sentences and some expressions you have read on that book. So this is very important. Read loudly. Close the door of a chamber and read loudly, okay, like this. Take the book, hold it between your hands and read loudly, okay? This is an advice. This is a piece of advice. First of all, I am reading to develop, to improve my speaking, my way of speaking. This is first of all. Secondly, if I don't read much, I can't write correctly. Okay, this is a rule. You can't write correctly if you don't read much. For example, if you read to Ernest Hemingway, you will have the opportunity to write like him. Yes, because all the readers initially started by reading and studying. So you have to read a lot in order to write correctly. So this is the second answer. The third answer, why am I reading? Why should I read? You should read because reading gives your mind a habit of, let's say, reading is the sport of mind. It is a sport of mind. So, why do we make sports? For example, I am keen on football. Why am I playing football? In order to train my body. So in order to train your brain, you have to read. So because reading is a training of your mind. People who are not making sports, who are not doing sports, you find them lazy, okay? They are lazy, they are a little bit lazy, okay? If they walk a long way, they will get tired because they don't make sports. They don't participate into plays. But people who are always training and doing sports, football, basketball, etc., you find them very active. Okay, you find them active, and they sleep a little and they make efforts on the day, so they are active. The same thing with the brain. The brain needs to feed. You need to feed it. You need to feed it. And you can't feed it rice or vegetables. You have to feed it reading. So you cannot feed it anything but reading. So this is very important and bear it in mind. So I think that these are the three steps, or the three answers of the answers to the question, why am I reading? I think that this is clear. And now you have to ask a last question. Am I ambitious? Am I ambitious? So what is your ambition? So what do you want to do with English? What do you want to do with reading? Okay, this is the ambition. You have to set a goal, okay, in the future. So you have to make a goal in the future in order to run for it. If you have no goal in the whole life in general, you will not deserve to live. Okay, you are living in vain. So you have to set goals in front of you in order to confirm them. If you don't confirm them, no way, no problem. Okay, if you don't confirm them, if you don't realize your goals, no problem. But you have gained the honor of opportunity, the honor of trying. Okay, just try. Well, let's stop here and meet in another episode, in another lesson. And I will not say goodbye, but see you.